cancer on children and youth. And our guest is Alana McLaughlin, and she's given us some information in reference to the causes of cancer and the various types of cancer. And so, Alana, let's pick up in this segment of the show by talking about some of the methods whereby we may be able to prevent cancer. And then next segment we'll go into cancer, teens, and youth. Go on from that perspective.
Now, as I previously stated in the first segment, if you're just tuning in, cancer is a class of diseases characterized by out-of-control cell growth. Now, there are over 100 different types of cancer, and most really common ones would be breast cancer, leukemia, things like that. And so now it's the cancer prevention. Now, there is no official way that you can just like automatically just not get cancer, because I mean, it could happen to anybody at any time, anywhere. So please do remember that even doing these things, you are not completely safe from cancer. Now, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention said that sponsored a supplement issue of the Journal of Adolescent Health about ways to prevent cancer with a focus on youth and children. The authors are experts from many different professions, showing the importance of working together to protect youth from cancer. Now, examples of how you can protect children and youth from ages 15 to 39 from cancer would be getting vaccines, eating healthy food, and getting enough physical activity. Now, going back to physical activity, that is really important to even prevent obesity and to just maintain a healthy lifestyle. And eating healthy foods can also help with obesity. And eating healthy foods is just basically something that can help you just a long way in life. I mean, it can prevent cavities, prevent rotting teeth, rotting insides. So basically, those are not just two ways to keep away from cancer, but they're also two ways to live a long and safer life. Now, another example of how to sort of prevent yourself from cancer would be reducing harmful exposures, avoiding sunbathing or indoor tanning bed use. Now, I've heard many cases of indoor tanning beds causing skin cancer and stuff like that, and also quitting smoking and other tobacco use. Now, this would really tie into lung cancer, because the more you smoke, the more you damage your lungs, and then the harder it could be to breathe. And now, another way is limiting alcohol use. And that can also help you prevent being poisoned by something that could be in alcohol, and also limiting radiation dosages during medical exam procedures. Like, so not doing 1,000 x-rays a day could really help that, because as you know, x-rays do use radiation, and other things that you may not know use radiation, like the sun or stuff like that. So avoiding staying out in the sun too much, trying to sunbathe or indoor tan, or keeping away from tanning, period, can really help with preventing cancer. Now, another thing is cancer in young people. Adolescents and young adults ages 15 to 39 are much more likely to be diagnosed with cancer than children under the age of 15, which was a really interesting fact that I found out this morning. The most common types of cancer seen in adolescents and young adults are lymphoma, leukemia, germ cell tumors, melanoma, central nervous system tumors, sarcomas and breast, cervical, liver, and thyroid cancers. Now, these are all very common types of cancers that you could hear about. If you go to the CDC.org or cancer.gov, or just websites like that could help you with cancer. Now, earlier, I did look up something about cancer that really did shock me. The highest, so I went to a race cancer website which talked about which races are more common to have death rates in cancer and more likely to get cancer. And did you know that the leading race in cancer are African Americans, African American men? Out of the men's division, African American men, 532.5 out of every 100,000 people in the United States, black men, have cancer. And also the leading death rate in cancer is also black men. Now, for women, the leading race in women's cancer are Caucasian women, but in the leading death rate, Black women are more likely to die from cancer. Now, to recap, basically what I just said was that Caucasian women are more likely to get cancer, but African American women are more likely to die from cancer, and Black men are more likely to get and die from cancer because African Americans are the leading people in cancer populations. And so basically I found that was a very interesting fact, and that American Indian and Alaskan Native people are actually the least likely to die and the least likely to get cancer, which is a very interesting fact that I saw. And so basically African American teens, if you read the statistic about African American men, just think about our African American teens, like what they'll go through. Because see, once you get into a teen, you'll eventually grow up to be a man. And then you have a high risk of getting cancer more than any other race in the United States. And they had like lots of other races in this graph that they showed. And so basically, that's why I'm encouraging not just the African American community, but every community to really take these guidelines, like avoiding sunbathing and sun tanning and eating healthy and having more like physical activity, gym classes, going to the YMCA, going to free gyms, to really stay away from cancer. Because as I read earlier in the first segment, it is not something that you want to have. It's abnormal cell growth, and that is not a very desirable thing that you would want. I mean, because it affects your life. It could affect where you could go. You may not be able to travel. You may be bedridden for life, all because you decided, hey, let's go sunbathe, or let's go suntan, or hey, let's eat the junkiest food we can find. But if you just take simple steps, you can live a longer and healthy life, and it's really simple. Just eat healthy and go outside, like twice a week, run around, walk the dog, jump rope, play a sport. It's all really simple in a way to leading not only just a cancer-free life, but a healthy life. Like, who wants to die early? I mean, you can take these simple guidelines, eating healthy, just changing little things in your life to make it last longer, which is really simple. And like that means avoiding stopping at McDonald's every day, even if you don't feel like cooking. Avoiding stopping at Sonic or places like that, all just to live longer. And I'm not saying that you can't go there, period. I mean, because if you want to go there, then that's your life. But I mean, going there every day is not healthy, because even if you get like a chicken salad, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So you have to have everything in moderation, basically.
And Lana, let me stop you for the end of this second segment and make preparations for the third segment, final segment, and we'll talk about teen and youth cancer. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.